great song, Dreams. That's what we're here to do. Talk to you guys about all the dreams that we have made true with hard work and dedication. My name is Liz Lugo. I'm a senior executive director and part of the $4 million club with money. That just means that I've helped so many people work really, really hard to achieve their dreams, right? So if you're on this call, is because somebody said you should hear our story. And I'm so excited for you guys to hear from me, yes, but also from Steph. So I won't steal her thunder. I'll let her tell you guys how her and I met and what she's been able to do. Of course, my dogs are going crazy. Welcome to working from home. They're quiet all day, but I turn on Zoom and boom, it's crazy. But let me tell you a little bit about me. So I was not the person that was struggling to put food on the table before money. I had what you call like a dream job on paper, right? I was a financial advisor. So I used to work with business owners. And man, I was like really just not fulfilled. Okay. I would drive to work every day and I would be like, why am I so bitter? Why am I so negative? Why am I so ungrateful if I have a great job? I used to make six figures. I had a home office. I could qualify for trips. But guys, the truth is that every year my quota would grow and my territory would shrink. I love to travel, right? And I would have to ask for PTO. I ended up getting a boss that was so freaking mean. And he's really the one that motivated me to push really hard. So I was not the person that you would expect to be in network marketing, okay? I always understood that it was a great business, but I had never found the company that really like checked off all the boxes for me, right? I needed it to be a company where I could grow, right? So it needed to be something that was a ground level opportunity. And because I came from a business background and I understood how business works, it needed to be a product that was consumable, right? Not to knock any company out there. There's amazing companies, but guys, we sell shampoo, we sell skincare, we sell body care, we sell our wellness line. Those are all products that literally everybody can use. Everybody hopefully showers, washes their face, washes their hair, right? And even our wellness products are not weight loss products. They're just, to live more well, I guess, right? For lack of better terms. So when I was approached by my friend Chelsea, who I known since I was 12, I said no twice. I was that girl. I was like, because you know what? She actually asked me verbatim. She's like, do you want to be a boss babe? And at the time, I had 500 followers on Instagram. Okay, if you don't believe me, go check out my page and scroll all the way to the first picture. It's a picture of my dog that has it probably has 50 likes now because I've talked about this, a bunch of times and people go and like it. But I would only post pictures of my dogs and memes. So when I would hear the word boss babe, I'd be like, you probably need to be an influencer to be successful. I don't want to hear about what you're talking about, Chelsea. I'm good, right? So twice I said no to her until I saw that she quit her job. And guess what I wanted to do? I wanted to quit my job. So I said, okay, I'm all ears. Talk to me. This was 3.5 years ago. We had just launched in the UK. We were open in the US, Canada, and just the UK had launched. We only had hair care back then. And when she talked to me about it, something inside me just said, try this out. Try this out and take it serious because this can literally change your life. What can I tell you? 3.5 years later, Monade has grown to almost $1 billion company. We almost did $1 billion. Last year we did $800 million. Well, in 2020, I gotta get used to saying 2 years ago because it was 2020. The numbers are not just out yet for what we did in 2021, but I'm sure it was an amazing number. We launched 3 new countries last year: Lithuania, Spain, and Australia being part of Asia Pacific. And I have been able to help thousands and thousands and thousands of women alongside the most amazing community that we have, Miami Roots, and so many other teams that came within Miami Roots to literally grow something that's literally an empire. So what do? We work from here. We recommend products. And again, products that are consumable. Okay, this is a company that doesn't require an insane investment. I used to work with business owners and they would tell me their story because I used to sell retirement plans. So by the time I would come in, they'd be ready to offer these benefits. And they would tell me 5 years ago, I had this great idea and I didn't have money. So I went to the bank and, I asked for a loan. I paid back this loan with interest. And here we are 5 years later. I'm in the green. I can make money now, right? And I used to think, oh my goodness, I want to own my own business, but I don't want to go that route. Well, with us, you don't have to make a crazy investment, okay? How you join the company is you actually buy products for your personal use. There's no need to carry inventory. You don't have to drive around the city, dropping off shampoo and conditioners, okay, and skincare. Literally, you get access to your own website where your clients purchase and people join your team and the products get shipped by the company directly to their doorstep. So even with our largest product pack, you're still under $1,000. We have an amazing program called the Smart Start program, which I'll let Steph cover, when she starts, telling her story. But it allows you to make your investment back with just 4 people that buy from you and 1 person that joins your team, right? So this has literally been the biggest blessing that I've ever received, right? Not only in the money sense, because I believe money comes when you're doing things that you love and you're passionate about, but it has also changed me as a person. Remember how I said I used to be super bitter and negative and this and that? Out the door. Now I'm always smiling. Now I'm always, looking for my next friend, my next, network, the next person that I can introduce to this life-changing opportunity. And guys, again, I used to have 500 followers on Instagram, right? I didn't have a large social media platform. I wasn't a hairdresser. I wasn't an esthetician. I just knew that this opportunity and these products were so amazing that I had to share them with everybody, right? So how do we do it? We go talk to everyone about these amazing products. It's social sales. When people come to me and they tell me, Liz, I can't do what you do because I'm not good at sales, I say, but wait, I don't want a salesperson on my team. I want someone that's going to make a recommendation. I want you to ask yourself, when is the last time that you recommended a movie, a store, a lipstick, right? A hair product, an eyelash place, a nail place, a nail color? I can't even tell you how many times people message me on Instagram, let me see your nails. That's socially selling my nail design, right? Exactly, all the time, right? Well, guess what? That was a social sale that you just made. You just made that store, that place, that restaurant money. It's exactly what we do. We try our products, we love them, and we recommend them to others, right? So my story, I love sharing it because people sometimes tend to think that they might be too good for this opportunity. They might tend to think that they don't want to be that Monet girl, that they don't want to be this, that they don't want to be that. I got to tell you that I am so freaking proud to be that Monet girl, because what this has done is build an amazing empire that we have built together, an amazing community with amazing products. We're not going anywhere, right? So if you're on this call and you've been contemplating doing this business, I just want to ask you, like, what's stopping you, right? What is stopping you? We just launched our 8th country. We're on the verge of global expansion. The products, we keep launching lines and lines and innovative, amazing products. We have an amazing scientific board on staff that helps us literally, come up with all these amazing products. So what's stopping you? Is it what people might think? I used to care about what people, would think, until I realized that everybody that was talking to me about my business in a negative way didn't have a business. They weren't living the life that I wanted to live, not just financially, but mentally, spiritually, right? They weren't empowered, because truly empowered people would never look down on anybody else as trying to better their life. So I hope that you're not stopping yourself from literally being part of the most amazing company that's growing by the second, okay? I know that if you've been watching your friend on social media, if you were invited by a coworker, if you finally, decided to take a deeper look at this, it's for a reason. We're not going anywhere. We're growing by the second, and it is up to you, okay, to make that decision on whether you want to try this out or not. And I promise you, if you do, your life can literally transform. I can talk forever. So I'm going to let Steph take over, share a little bit of your story, and then we'll close it out at the end with some questions.
So how do I even piggyback after that? Can you hear me? Am I echoing?
Can't hear you, Steph. There we go.
Can you hear me now? Am I echoing? Okay, so before I get started, I do want to apologize. I live in a very rural area, so just in case if my internet connection goes bad, please hold on. how do I even follow up, Liz, right? I mean, wow. If you were called to be on this call, okay, because there was something in you that spoke to you, or perhaps someone invited you, someone that sees something very special in you, I want you to go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back. Like, congratulate yourself for having the courage to join us, to join Liz and I on tonight's call. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Stephanie Flores. I am 33 years young. I am a managing market mentor with Monate. I am also a founder. I am part of the Motor Club, and I've been in the business now for 26 amazing months, of which 13 months retired from corporate because of this amazing opportunity. So I want to go ahead and set the tone for my second half, okay? I'm here to tell you that your current situation is not your final destination. And I'm going to repeat that again and let that sink in. Your current situation is not your final destination. Ladies and gentlemen, the women that you see now speaking to you is so different than who I was 2 years ago prior to Monate, okay? Just like Liz, I was that negative Nancy, okay? I could not see myself doing something like this. And ironically, I worked in TV and radio for almost a decade, believe it or not. I was over $40,000 in debt because what do you do after high school? You go to college, right? And in college, I was not the smartest or the prettiest, or at least I thought I wasn't. But I just knew, right, that that's what my parents wanted me to do, to go to school, get a degree. And then I figured, now what, right? So I just went through like the punches. I went to college, graduated, and then I started working for a Hispanic TV station. I won't name the company, but I worked there for approximately 6 years. Then I worked for radio, where I worked for 3 years before leaving California and moving to New Mexico. So it took me approximately, I want to say 8 years, okay, to finally get my chance at working for a general market station, meaning an English station. So like Liz, I didn't pick up the language. I didn't know how to speak English until I was 10 years old. So I think looking back that maybe that was what was stopping me from working for an English station. And if you come from corporate, you know that there is so much politics when it comes to the corporate field, whether it be your educational background, your nationality, your age, right? And so I understood that working in a male dominant industry such as media, it was going to be extremely hard for me to be where I wanted to be. So going back into what I did, I was both on camera and behind the scenes for, like I said, about a decade or so. I just got to the point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Believe it or not, there got to the point where I could not afford the life that I wanted to live. And I was never the woman to live below my means. Like, I wanted to live in a nice apartment. I wanted to drive a nice car, right? But I could not afford the life that I aspired to have. And so I was that person who you would see on TV Monday through Friday. And guess what? I picked up a second job. I was waiting tables on the weekends. Guys, I was embarrassed for a few years of my life because I would think to myself, how is this my life? When am I ever going to get a chance to live like those people I aspire to be like? I was in a very toxic environment. So living in the city, took a toll on me. I was always, in the happy hour. I was always at happy hours. I was on the at the clubs on the weekends. I was that person strolling in, like dragging my feet come Monday. I suffered of Monday blues, the Sunday scaries. I was working for the weekend I wanted out. Okay. And so summer of 2019, I told myself, something has to change if you want change. Okay. I don't want to live my life like this. I was meant to do great things, right? I was meant to live life with a purpose because I would wake up and just go with emotions. I felt like I did not have a purpose here in this world, right? And it's not a good feeling. I was coming from a very dark place. And so I told myself, enough is enough, okay? I then resigned at the radio station that I was working for. I left California and I started a blank new canvas in the state of New Mexico, where it's very different than California. But to the other side of the coin, it just changed my life. Like as I was job searching, I came across Liz, a complete stranger on the other side of the US, right? We connected through social media. And when she and I spoke, I wasn't a skeptic when it came to the business side because I understood that you could make money online, but I was a skeptic when it came to the products, okay? My hair at the time was so damaged, okay? I made the mistake of dyeing my hair with not the best hairstylist. And so my hair was ruined. It felt brittle, it was dry, there was so much breakage. It literally felt like gum when it was wet. And so I wanted to pull a Britney Spears early 2019 and literally shave my head, right? But I knew like that would be like the end of it all. And so I ended up chopping off 12 inches prior to my move to New Mexico. So by the time I moved to New Mexico, I didn't have a job. My hair was so bad, not to mention I had bald spots throughout my head. So I suffer of severe hair loss, something that I never even had spoken about. So when Liz was telling me about the company, I'm over here listening to her. I'm like, okay, I believe in the business side of it. I understand the compensation plan, but let's see if these products do perform. Guys, when I received my product pack and I got my first wash, I completely fell in love with it. 3 weeks after sticking to my hair regimen, I saw amazing results. And I'll never forget that text that I sent out to Liz. And I say, you will not believe the progress. In 3 short weeks, guys, in my, like the bald spot that I had on the right side of my head, I had hair sprouts. And that was the first time I shared something so intimate on social media, such as my hair struggles, right? My hair loss. Prior to that, just like Liz, I had no social media presence. I had approximately 500 followers when I started my business. I would post when I was out partying with my friends, when I was at a concert, when I was at a sporting event, never sharing something as personal or, as an insecurity as a bald spot, okay? And from that moment that I shared something that to me was a huge insecurity, I then started growing my business. Liz mentioned Smart Start, okay? It literally took for me to share these products to 4 people for me to close my VIP acquisition bonus and get an additional $60 for sharing my regimen with 4 people, okay? I made that bonus, okay? And then I shared the business side to someone that I knew was great for this business opportunity. And so within the first month, I quickly earned more than my return of investment. And so for a couple $100, I was able to multiply that within the first month. I ended the month of 2019 in the first rank of the compensation plan. And come January of 2020, as I'm sitting there, as we are now, because we're in the start of a new year, I was looking at my agenda, planning my year. This was before the pandemic. And I told myself, Stephanie, you have a business, right? You understand the compensation plan. You see Liz, who's freaking crushing it. Put your head down for 12 solid months and see what this business can do for you guys. I'm getting chills as I'm saying this because it is absolutely true. In January of 2020, I set myself goals, okay? 6 months after setting those goals, I qualified for my Cadillac, right? First month. I became founder of this billion-dollar company. I qualified for my first trip, guys, something that I had never even earned before. Like I was never recognized at my corporate job. I was never giving free vacations. Yes, I traveled through work, but I was never able to bring my significant other, much less a family member. If I wanted to get an extra ticket to go to a sporting event, God, I had to kiss corporate booty, right? And do favors for other people. But it was always like, it always came with something. And the fact that I was able to, build something from scratch, like to me, that was like literally exactly what I needed. 6 months after that, December of 2020, I'll never forget, I sent Liz a text. The time has come. I am retiring from corporate America and I'm following your footsteps. Okay, watch out. And the crazy thing is, guys, listen to this. When I submitted my resignation, I was mind blown. I've only shared this with a couple of people. I was mind blown because as I'm submitting my resignation letter, my boss calls me. We get on a Zoom call and she says, because we pay current, we don't need your 2 weeks resignation. Friday is your last day. And this was on a Wednesday. Guys, at that moment, I realized that in a corporate setting, you are only a number. You're only a body. The following week, my position was open. It was already up on the website. And I thought, ouch, I dedicated my heart and soul to this company or to this industry for 10 years. And bye, see you later, right? That was all the fuel that I needed, to keep going. And here I am 13 months after hitting that submit button, after typing up my resignation letter, and I couldn't be happier. Again, just like Liz says, she wakes up and she's always happy. This business gave me something to look forward to every single day. Like I mentioned in the beginning of my half, it got to the point where I just wanted out. I was in a very dark place. And the reason being, I didn't have a mentor when I was working. I didn't have friends that were women who would share their tips and tricks with me. Like in the corporate field where the job that I worked, everyone was so competitive. God forbid I ever asked for help, right? Like women will tell me just like figure it out. And it was so new to me when I first came. As I mentioned, I had just relocated from Southern California. Guys, the community, the fact that I had someone every single morning wish me a good morning, send me a positive affirmation, send me a podcast was a game changer to me. It literally saved me. It literally saved me. And so I'm here to tell you that, again, your current situation is not your final destination. If you take on this opportunity, as Liz said, imagine how different your life could be 5-10 years from now. Okay, think about that. And if I can leave you with something tonight, I want to challenge you to do something this new year, one thing that scares you every single day. Okay, because that's the only way to grow. When I was asked to do this call, I was like, terrified, right? Because it's a little scary to step outside of your comfort zone, be vulnerable, right? But I thought that if I want to grow, if I want to share my story, if I want to help others, this is the only way. Imagine being in your little bubble, doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. That is literally a recipe for disaster. You want success? Start now and start today.
My goodness, can we drop a 1 in the chat? This is just so amazing.
Can't hear you, Liz.
Wait, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay. I said drop a 1 in the chat because that is just so amazing. Wow, Steph, I love your story. You absolutely crushed it. And okay, I know what you're thinking if you're on this call. You're like, that's so cute, that's so nice, but like, how do I get to where you guys are at, right? Because sometimes like we share this, and trust me, sometimes I'll be talking to somebody that wants to join my team, and I just stop for a second and I'm like, I know this sounds too good to be true, but I promise you it's because it's reality, right? I want you to understand that you're going to have my commitment, Steph's commitment, the person that invited you on this call, their commitment, that we're going to help you and teach you a duplicatable system, right? So this is a very simple thing. It's not easy, but it's simple. And we're going to teach you every step of the way. We have chats, we have Facebook groups, we're starting to now do events, after everything that happened, social distancing, obviously we take that into consideration. We have these training calls. We literally hold your hand for the first 1 to 2 months until you start getting acquainted with the products, with the opportunity, with how to grow your business, right? I was telling the team earlier, I feel like we've been like a week into the month already because I've been working so much, but this was only 2 days ago. I was telling the team that the word of, the word of the year is strategy, right? So we're going to teach you the strategies that you need to grow a successful business, because this is a very, very successful business. When people look at me and say oh, but you just have this online thing that you do. I'm like, no, babe, wait, I actually also have a brick and mortar business that I'm about to open. So I know what it's like to have a brick and mortar business, and I know what it's like to have my online business. And I promise you that I choose my online business every single day. every single day. Okay. So we're going to teach you exactly what it is that you need to do to grow and be successful. If you have the willingness to learn, we're going to teach you the way. Okay. And if that wasn't good enough, just know that we have a 30-day money back guarantee. And with that, our return rate is about 1% to 2%, meaning that it's very, very low, right? Your hands are not going to be tied. We're not putting a gun to your head and telling you have to be part of this. You have a way out if you don't like this community, which I absolutely love. But I promise you, if you are somebody who is a hustler, if you're somebody who wants to step outside your comfort zone, if you're just tired, okay, of your current situation, and by the way, you wouldn't be on this call if that wasn't the case, right? Look no further. This is the opportunity for you. Look at me. I've been in this company for 3.5 years, and I promise you, you probably have a gazillion times more talent than I do. I am just somebody who literally woke up and I said, wow, this is a really, really cool opportunity. I know I can definitely, really go after all my dreams, and I can help other people do the same. So no, it is absolutely not too good to be true. Okay, this is something that if you give it your all, literally, all of your dreams can turn into plans. My friend Vic Alario said that at an event one time, and I stole it from her, and I love that. Your dreams can turn into plans, okay? So what happens next? If you liked what we said, if you're intrigued by what we said, you're going to reach out to the person that invited you on this call. You're going to have them give you either a hair quiz or a skin quiz, because it's a great thing about our products. They're vegan, they're cruelty-free, okay? And they're very specific to your hair type, which is something that I didn't know before. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the store and I dyed my hair somewhat blonde. So I'm just going to pick up shampoo for color treated hair. But I didn't realize that by doing so, I could have a really oily scalp. Steph can have a really, dry scalp. And if we're both using the same shampoo for color treated hair, we're not addressing our main issue, which is our scalp, right? So what our products are going to do is that they're going to target your specific needs, whether it's for your hair, whether it's for your skin, okay? So you're gonna tell this person, I wanna start with the skincare product pack, or I wanna start with the hair care product pack, or I wanna start with the combination of a little bit of everything. So send me the quiz, send me the hair quiz, send me the skin quiz, okay? Once you fill that out, they're going to send you a couple options on different product packs, okay? They range from $200 all the way to $800, okay? So they're gonna send you the different product packs, and whatever your budget permits, go ahead and purchase that, okay? That's going to automatically get you into our Smart Start program for the next 3 months, which you're gonna be able to pick up a bunch of bonuses. That's gonna automatically give you access to your online website. So if you literally wanna look at your mom and say, Mom, do you wanna support me and be my first client? Boom, let me come over here. Let's sit down and go ahead and get your order ready, okay? And again, there's no need to buy inventory. There's no need to spend thousands of dollars. You're literally just going to pick up products for your personal use, because let's be real, you should not be recommending products that you're not using yourself, right? It's really that simple, okay? After you do that, you'll get the products within, let's say, a week, okay? Know that you can sell to people in the US, in Canada, in the UK, in Lithuania, in Ireland, in Poland, and in Australia. Jesus Christ. Wait, am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. Guys, we have 8 countries already, and we're on the verge of global expansion, okay? 8, and think about the rest of the world that we still have to go conquer. When I started, again, just 3.5 years ago, we were 3 countries and 1 line. Now we have 8 countries and 4 lines. So imagine what's coming next. Be part of this. I promise you. When people say, oh, you're in that Monat thing, oh my God, those products don't work. I promise you, these products work really, really well if you catch what I'm saying, okay? And when they tell you, oh my God, you're in that Monat thing, that's a cult. Yes, if you want to call this amazing, amazing freaking community that I have of empowerment, of people wishing me, good morning and recommending books and recommending podcasts, if you want to call that a cult, go ahead, because I want to be part of that. Right? And they tell you, oh my God, you're selling online too. Hell yeah, you better believe I'm selling. The online, sales market is growing by the billions, and it's not slowing down anytime soon, right? Don't scroll aimlessly through social media and not, have the chance to monetize it. Don't sit around and, say that you're not going to try this because Sally's uncle's friends, cousins, girlfriend said that the products didn't work for them. Okay. Don't go believe somebody that says that's a pyramid scheme, because pyramid schemes are illegal and money would have been shut down a long time ago if that was the case. don't believe it. Okay. Anybody who's out here trying to convince you that this is not an amazing opportunity has either not tried it. And if they tried it, they didn't try it with the right mentor, or they didn't try hard enough. Band-Aid, I ripped it. It's the truth. I don't care. You'll soon find out I'm the queen of tough love. Okay. Because literally the company gives you everything you need to be successful. Us as leaders, we literally pour our heart and soul into teaching you, okay? And I'm sure whoever invited you on this call is going to do the same. So again, if you're on the call, it's for a reason. Stop ignoring the signs. Do something this year that's gonna make you step outside your comfort zone, and that in 6 months you can look back on and be like, I did that. That was me. I did that, right? So thank you so much, Steph. I'm so happy that we got to share, we got to hear your story and your testimony. Thank you to you if you logged on. So now go reach out to the person that invited you, do the hair quiz, do the skin quiz. Geez, I can't talk. And let's go. I want to welcome you to the chats. I want to welcome you to the community, and let's rock it, because we have a lot of growing to do in 2022 and we want you to be a part of it. Good night, everybody. Bye.